Joining us live in the studio, Luke Bryan,
Yes,
Katy
sir.
Perry, and Lionel Richie.
What a
Present
treat.
and accounted for, sir.
Why are all our mics silver and yours is gold?
Thank you very much, Katie.
Oh,
Thank you for
no,
asking
no.
very important questions.
No.
It's to put you at ease and make you feel comfortable.
Yes.
Unless there's some kind of like hierarchy here on
No.
your show, but there's
No.
equality on our show.
Let's just imagine they're platinum.
No.
Oh, actually, you're right.
You're the platinum. You're the platinum ticket winner.
You're the platinum. Yeah, I like that, Luke. I like
Hey,
that.
let me ask you something. So, Katie, I'll start with you. Did you was there ever any thought or concern about the chemistry level that you guys would have before you all started working together on this show?
Well, you know what's so funny? The story behind some of it is actually I met Lionel Richie one night at the Sunset Tower late after dinner. Late night dinner, and I sat with him and we just like shared stories, but he was telling like iconic stories, and I was just thinking, oh my God, this guy has such a Rolodex of like stories from all of his time. And so, actually they were like, would you like Lionel Richie to be on the show? They were like, wouldn't that make a good duo? And I was like, yes. But I was nervous about Luke actually because
She kept asking me.
I literally was asking Lionel. I was like,
What kind of
he
guy is he?
okay? Like, is he a nice guy?
You got background
this guy?
check on Luke through
see,
Lionel?
They asked me. They said, so who in country would you want? I said, get Luke Bryan. Right now, I knew Luke, but Katie didn't.
I didn't know if I
So
could
Katie
trust
walks
him,
in
and
the
I
door
still
and-
don't know if I can trust him.
And all of a sudden, I said, trust me, as soon as you meet him, you will know him as the oldest friend you ever had.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked out
Well,
perfect.
when you think about today, we didn't really get, Katie and I didn't get like a hangout. Let's
An
go.
icebreaker dinner.
Yeah, we didn't have any of that. It was like the first time we met, it was New
Showtime.
York City.
Yeah,
It was
showtime.
auditions.
I was like, what is he gonna be like?
And then, it just took. And
then we ganged up together and we're like, now we're bringing like whoopee cushions for Lionel to
Oh
sit
no,
on.
no, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. But I remember when I knew the ice was broken, when I heard Katie go, "Shut up," and
Now we're family.
And Luke said, "Oh God, Katie, what's wrong? I mean, what did I do now?" I said, "They're going to be just fine."
Well, and then there was one time that first season that we were on to filming lives, and Katie literally under her breath looked at me. She goes, "Drag me across the floor by my left arm right now."
And
It
that's
was like-
actually that's where the bass goes in her voice when she says
Yeah,
it too.
and I was like, she's like, "It'll be a great TV moment," and I was like dragging her, and she fell on the floor, and
That's when we knew we were
Yeah, once
we knew
friends
that we
for
could-
life.
The chemistry was there. The
kind of
chemistry.
assault each other, and everybody's cool. It was
just that.
We're talking to the judges here in American Idol, Luke, Lionel, and Katie. And Lionel, you know, as Katie said, you've seen so many legends. You know so many legends. You've told us the stories
He is
about
a
them.
legend.
You are one of them.
Oh,
You're
God.
in that class. But you're also shaping current music with this show. So when you are out there looking at the talent that you see, the people that come in, what strikes you after seeing so many over the years?
Well, it's funny because I run into so many people saying, "Oh, I can't believe you threw that particular person off. He was such a great singer." And I go, no, we're not looking for singers. We're looking for stylists.
Yeah.
You follow me? And no one understands that for a minute. I say, no, everybody can sing. That's why karaoke is so hot. You follow me? But what we're looking for is what's going to make you unique. Now, that is the difficult part. And every year they come out with, let me think about it, Alejandro. That's a unique fact. I mean, in other words, we didn't see him coming. And so now what people are getting the idea of is we're now trying to find the next real artist and not some great singer.
Has seeing these contestants perform, you see them in auditions, you see them on the live stage, Luke, has it influenced any of your live performances when you go back and do your
tell
show?
you, it makes me go sit at my piano and
Does
work
it?
on and
Yeah.
work on stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I tell you what too, you kind of have to. It forces you to keep your finger on the pulse
Pulse
of
of what's
current
happening.
music too,
Yeah.
because these kids are coming in singing their songs. I think anytime you're all up in the middle of something fun and fresh, and you got
Oh, my God.
youth coming in front of you, it always energizes you and inspires you to stay current and relevant and be on your toes. So
I mean, you'd be surprised to know. I mean, for example, you think we're teaching them something. No,
They're
they're
teaching
teaching
you.
us something because that's the next level of no fear, and the vocals are just staggering. Let me just tell you.
And it reminds you to be grateful because there's like, hundreds and thousands of other kids that are just waiting in line for the opportunity that you actually have.
Right.
I mean, listen, Katie, we're playing your songs on a regular basis right here. And you think about the contestants that want that same thing in a way, right? I mean, that's what they want.
Yeah.
And you look at the evolution of American Idol, it's changed over the years too, and you guys have navigated that.
Yeah.
What intention did you have maybe in evolving the show with the times of what we see in music?
Well, I think, it's a different thing with us as judges. You've seen all the different judges that have come through the door.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we have been in their shoes. We're working artists. We're on tour. We're coming in from tour when we're actually filming.
Exactly.
So we know what it feels like to live a day in their shoes. And, we've all come from nothing and created this life of our own.
Right.
So we can empathize, with some of their situations and know what they're talking about and give them real advice, and give them shortcuts. I think they respect us as artists. We respect them. Even when we're giving them tough love or constructive criticism, we're hoping that they win. We want every single kid that comes off of that show to win in their own way. Even if they don't win at the end, we want them to walk away with something that they can apply in real time and takes them forward.
And that's genuine. That's authentic. That's
It's
true.
so good.
And you're aligned
literally
in
care.
that.
We
and,
literally are
and then the most
invested.
important part you have to remember is it's not about us.
Mm.
I mean, if you understand, we take their life under our wing.
Mm-hmm.
And so when someone walks in and says, we're supposed to be talking about finding the next artist, the next American Idol. And someone comes in and says, tell me about your family life. And they say, I'm homeless.
Mm-hmm.
Now stop for a minute. You can't go to what song you're going to sing for us. You have to dive into, let's talk about this homeless situation. How are you dealing with that? Now that real audience, that real time moment is what breaks it down to what's the difference between our show and anything else. Because now we're now talking about real kids in their real lives and what they're going to have to overcome to get to be a superstar.
Yeah, I think what's amazing too is a lot of times we're getting this emotional about these kids on the fly. We haven't even seen their backstories. So by the time these kids are just kind of captivating us in the room. Well, then by the time the show can go edit their hometown and their struggles, and then the people at home watch us, be emotional, and then we see these viral moments that start happening, and then we get on our text. I mean, I think the world needs to know that. Ryan, you're on the text chain too. I mean, we get fired up about these wonderful, beautiful moments because a beautiful moment on American Idol is just beautiful for the show, and it's great for human. I mean, I know it sounds. It's great for people.
I was
Sounds
Sisney
cheesy to say,
Tanya.
but it's true.
I was in the elevator yesterday, and the show aired Sunday night, and this gentleman, he was probably my dad's age, right? And he kept sort of looking at me, and I looked up, and he said hello, and I said hello, and he said, "Can I just say something to you?" And I said, "Sure, my name's Ryan." He introduced himself. He goes, "I was crying last night because I was watching these stories of young people in our country on American Idol, and I just wanted to say it moved me." And that's to your point. Yes, it's a show. Yes, it's changing lives for those people, but it's also impacting people who are not even a part of it.
Yeah.
But gosh, we need it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's telling the story of what America could be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and it's a heavy morning this morning after some very tragic news that we've been talking about here. So if you need a little escape and you want to feel something, check it out. American Idol, Sunday and Monday, 8, 7 Central. That is on ABC.
That's
Luke Bryan,
ABC.
Katy Perry, and Lionel Richie. Good to see you guys.
Hey, let me tell you
see you after
something.
so long.
You are our
So
superstar.
long.
I'm telling you, man. I don't know how you navigate all that you do, but we are so happy to have you a part of the family.
Can't wait to spend a lot of time in California with you guys.
Hey,
Kiss FM.
right?